I'm excited to show you what you can do with the AI tutor developed by TestDriller. To launch it, you click on the bot icon at the top. So once you click it, it launches the AI tutors interface. Now let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is to run through various examples and show you what you can do with this amazing feature. So let's start. So first, I'm going to ask a question, which is, what is the difference between a typhoon and a tsunami? And here you can see the interesting response from the AI tutor showing me or telling me the difference between a typhoon and a tsunami. Now let's go into it. Let's provide questions related to economics. Outline any 4 objectives of price control policy.
Price control policies are implemented by governments to regulate and control the prices of goods and services and
Highlight any 4 effects of a maximum price control policy.
maximum price control policy, also known as a price ceiling, is a government-imposed limit on the price that can be charged for a particular good or service.
Now let's solve some math problems. Solve this equation. 4x minus 10 equals to 15 minus x.
To solve the equation 4x, 10 equals 15, x, we can start by simplifying both sides of the
difference in the measures of 2 complementary angles is 12 degrees. Find the measures of the angles.
Let's assume that one of the complementary angles is x degrees.
2x minus y equals to 1 and 5x equals to 2y plus 5. I need you to solve these 2 equations.
To solve the system of equations, 1 2x, y equals 1, 2 5x equals 2y plus 5.
Can you provide a graphical solution?
Sure. To provide a graphical solution, let's plot the 2 equations on a graph to find the intersection point. For equation 1 2x, y equals 1, we can rewrite it as y equals 2x1. For equation 2 5,
I need you to plot sine x divided by x.
Sure. To plot the function y equals sin x slash x, we can use the following code. This code will generate a
Determine the additive inverse of the previous function and plot both functions on the same graph.
To determine the additive inverse of the function y equals sin x slash x, we simply change the sign of the function. The additive inverse of a function fx is fx. So, the additive inverse of y equals sin x slash x is y equals sin x slash x. To plot both functions on the same graph, we can use the following code. This code will generate a graph that shows both the function y equals.
Plot these inequalities on the same graph. Letter y minus x less than or equal to 4, and letter y is greater than and equal to 6, and letter y is greater than and equal to 2x minus 6.
To plot the inequalities on the same graph, we can shade the regions that satisfy each inequality. The first inequality is y, x4. To plot this, we can shade the region below the line y equals x plus 4. The second inequality is y6. To plot the
Jane sold 80 oranges, 60 mangoes, and 100 apples. I needed to show this data on a pie chart.
Sure. To show the data on a pie chart, we can use the following code. This code will generate a pie chart that represents the data.
Can I have a bar chart?
Of course. To show the data on a bar chart, we can use the following code. This code will generate a bar chart that represents the data of 80 oranges, 60 mangoes, and 100 apples.
Show Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa on the map of Africa.
To show Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa on the map of Africa, we can use the following code. This code.
So far, I've shown you how the AI tutor can clearly and easily provide solutions to your questions in general. But then the AI tutor can also act as a guide during practice and can also provide answers to questions that you are currently studying. So let's take a look at such scenario. So I'm going to go to practice for UTME, then I'm going to pick English. So let me take year 2010 and let's continue. Then let me unshuffle the question and let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly submit so that we'll be able to use the AI tutor. If you don't submit, you won't be able to access the AI tutor since you are still taking the exam or test. But once you submit, then you'll be able to take the test, right? So let's take a look at how it works. So I'm going to go to question number 2. And here you have a passage, right? And in this passage, the question says, according to the writer, the exciting thing about Spaceship Earth is that it is what? So I'm expected to choose the right option, right? So the interesting thing here is the AI currently knows I'm reading this question and it knows the options as well. Now I can ask each specific question based on what I'm studying or what I'm looking at. So let's take a look. So here I'm going to ask it a question like, what do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? So let's see what it's going to get. We know that the correct option is option D. So let's see if it's going to get it correctly. Yes, it got it correctly. And it said that is the correct option. Okay, what if I want to know the aspect of the passage that made it believe that option D is the option? You can query for that. I can say things like, can you show me? I can say things like, can you show me any aspect of the passage that indicates that D is the answer?
Certainly. In the passage, the writer states, now there is one outstanding important fact regarding Spaceship Earth, and that is that no instruction book on our ship.
So let's tell the AI tutor thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask. Good luck with your exam preparation.